So now what is the force of cohesion and what is the force of adhesion? So what is the force of cohesion is the force of attraction between the molecules of the same substances. Means you can take anything which are of the same substances, that you can take any kind of milk, okay, any kind of milk. Yeah, if you can take milk and mix another milk in that, the composition of that milk will not change. So it is the force of cohesion, which is the force of attraction between the molecules of the same substances. Means milk and milk have the molecules are same, that's why they attract each other, and it is the molecule of the same substances. Okay. So what is the force of adhesion? If you have saw that the Fevikwik and the Fevicol, on that it is written adhesive. Yeah. So what is meant by adhesive is it help in the combining of the two different elements, okay, or two different matters. So what the definition says, that it is the force of attraction between the molecules of the different substances. Okay, the means force of addition. By force of addition, we can attract the two different substances. Okay, like example is the Fevikwik is very adhesive and it helps in the attraction of the two substances. Okay. So now there are the according to the kinetic theory of a matter, there are the three states. What? Solid, liquid and gas. Now we will study the solid, liquid and gas. Wait for a while. Okay. So solid have a definite shape and size. Okay. Okay. The solid have a definite shape and size. It means that it have a definite composition. You cannot change the size or shape of a solid. Like take this sharpener. If you can see it, this sharpener can you can change its shape by exerting any pressure on it. You can't change its shape, okay, but you can see the liquid, it can take the shape of a container and you are not applying any force to the liquid to take a shape of that container. It takes naturally and like that only it have a definite composition and it is definite shape, that's why it not change. Okay, the given piece of any solid body has a definite shape with clearly defined contours. Okay, it means that only that it has a definite shape. It has certain size. Okay, both size and shape, their size and shape do not change by themselves. Means every matter have a size and shape, and it their shape not change. Like this pencil and this sharpener, their size will not change until we exert a pressure on it or any force on it. Okay, so this is solid. This we can't change their composition. Okay, the intermolecular force of attraction is very high in solid, that is why it have a definite shape. So what is the thing is, if you saw the diagram of a solid in your book, there is a molecular diagram of the solid in which you can see that the molecules of the solid are very close to each other. Their intermolecular force is very high. That's why it can't move also. And if it can't move, it cannot produce the kinetic energy also. Because kinetic energy produced when the molecules are moving in the random motions and it is touching each other in a full speed. So that produce the kinetic energy, but it have a negligible intermolecular space. That's why there is a no kinetic energy, and if there is a no kinetic energy, means it has a definite shape because of the molecules are attract to each other. Molecules are attract to each other. So now liquid. A liquid has a definite size or volume, but no shape of its own. Means if you see any liquid body, wait a minute, I'll show you one example. this is a glass of water and this is another glass. Okay, so in this amount of water is present. Okay, I am putting it in this. Okay, but you can see it is lower than this because this is a small beaker and it is a large beaker, that's why. But volume between this and this is not changed. Okay, it will take the shape of a container. Okay, if you give any shape of container to it, it can take that shape also, and you can see that it is a big, that's why it is lower. It is on the low side. That's why. Okay. So now, according to the kinetic theory of a matter, molecules of a liquid is further apart from each other than molecules of a solid. Means I have told you that in solid the molecules are attracted to each other. Very high intermolecular force is there. But in liquid it is not. Liquid, you have some space. That's why it can make some kinetic energy, not more but some. Yeah, it has a less kinetic energy than it has less kinetic energy. Yeah, but more than solid and less than gas. Okay. So what's the thing is, in gases you have a many intermolecular space. Okay, that's why it can strike each other with a very high force. That's why it can produce the kinetic energy, more kinetic energy in the gases, but it cannot strike each other in the solid. That's why it cannot make the kinetic energy. It have a less compressibility. So what's the thing is, if you can see the piston, I don't know you have saw that or not. It's a piston